Greetings all, Fanny here for Pisces' daily oracle message. Pisces, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving and you enjoyed some time with your family. If your family was a bit much, I hope you're enjoying some time by yourself. The first two cards that came out for you are Feather, Think Before You Judge, and Stars. You can manifest every wish. Hey, okay, something else wanted to come out for you from this deck. Universe, we are all stardust. I love that that's being paired with the Stars card itself, because when you do realize that you are God itself, that you are the universe incarnate, there's really not a limit on what you can bring about into this world. And the Think Before You Judge, everyone is fighting a battle you know nothing about. And on the surface, it's really not fair to say that. So, like, there's one person that I follow on TikTok. Absolutely adorable little soul that has the sweetest voice. And she's just like, it's a lovely day. How horrible. She has depression and anxiety. And there are people in her comments that are just like, how can you be so sad when you get to walk around? I am housebound and yada, yada, yada. Like, every person has a struggle. Every person has a fight and a battle. It may be different from what you are experiencing, but that does not make their experience any less valid. Similar to yours is any less valid because they don't know what you're doing. The Divine Abundance deck, you have Extraordinary. There's a wild impetus uniqueness to you that deserves to be shared. And Grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on Earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. If you've come here with a very divine purpose, that doesn't necessarily mean that you will have a huge impact globally. It doesn't mean that you have to do that. You can if you want to, if you feel as though it's along your path to step into like that position of power and leadership, then I invite you to do so, because the world might need to hear what you have to say. But that also doesn't mean that you have to do any of that. You could just be content with having land somewhere where you just grow what you need to do. You have your small business, you do your day-to-day, and you just make people feel good by making them feel good. You have True Offering. True Offering can be what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. So if you're struggling with things mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, just offer it to Spirit. Literally just, Spirit, I offer to you my anxiety. Spirit, I offer to you my fear. Spirit, I offer to you my doubt. Release me from its bonds. I no longer hold it. I no longer align with this, and it does not belong to me. Those are powerful manifestations. Please remember that your words are power, and the things that you say have an impact more than you know. You have Acceptance. Radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. Because now is exactly where you need to be. Because you can't live in the depression of the past or the anxiety of the future. You have With Brave Wings She Flies. I love that coming out. Because it's an homage to the power, and also to kind of the True Offering card here. With brave wings, you go out, you carry yourself. And you are very supported because you have the Giraffe spirit here. Giraffes certainly speak to me of the spirit team, because this is a representation of someone on my spirit team. My grandmother's best friend, Chi-Chi, is represented by a giraffe because those were one of her favorite animals. But they are also very tall, graceful creatures that are able to see with a higher perspective than most. You will have adventure, you will have joy again in your life, especially if you understand that you can manifest it. You can create it in your own world. You can also remove from your world that which is not in alignment, that which you do not want to belong to. You have adventures that are waiting for you, a ride that you will go on. And so I don't want you to be afraid of the changes. I don't want you to be afraid of the unknown, because the unknown is amazing, because there's nothing limiting it. There's no label. There's no confinement. You have Self-Love and Flow. Self-love states, let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. The flow state says, allow me, divine, to move in the flow and respond with calmness and peace. Yes, if you respond immediately out of anger, frustration, or fear, that may be stemming from a place where your inner child felt that very much. And those wounds have never been healed, so they will continue to persist in your life until you do face them, until you do become aware of them. Look back on your story. Where have you been? Everything that you have done, every lesson that you have learned, things that you perceive as a mistake, trauma that you have gained. And make something beautiful out of it. Make a home out of that which has been taken from you, out of that which has tried to be destroyed. You have so much power, Pisces. I never want you to doubt that, because you are stardust. You are of the universe. And as they state, you can make anything come true. So never limit yourself in what you think you can do within this physical world with your resources, because you are truly limitless. And when you offer to Spirit your dreams, when you offer to them everything that you want to do, they can bring it in, because they are Spirit. They are the divine. They are the all-knowing and all-encompassing energy of the universe. They can bring it into you if you tell them what you need, but you have to invite their energy in. They can't just work in your life without your permission. It's a two-way street, my love. Speak to them, and they will speak to you in the ways that they do. Have a beautiful day, Pisces.